5 killer looking for a tree or a muskin. You be look, there she go right here. Look. I'm a 5 killer looking for a tree or a muskin. You can be fat, black, tight, slim, long as you're a woman.
The locations have never paid for a location. I have never paid for a location. I paid to get out of jail before, but I've never paid for a location in this city. You tell me, where my movie people at? Put your hand. Who do movies here? I got y'all in the building. Your hands will be up.
movies.
Don't it cost money? Don't it cost money? They'll burn you. They'll burn you. This city has been nothing but good to me. Good to me.
Because you're good to the city, babe.
Thank you. I mean, where they do that at? They call me to come. Could you come down here? They places look nice too. So, the first thing you're going to see is, you see the slideshow? The first thing you're going to see is the slideshow. Sean, LA, by way of my guy right there, Shannon Holmes. You see my post this morning about it? The connector. That's what we do here in Baltimore. New York don't do it like that. Tell them. They don't. We do it like that in Baltimore. We meet somebody, we don't do this. But you coming from a state where it's more people there. They have a reason to do this. It's a lot of people. Shannon don't do that with me, I don't do that with Shannon. It's personalities too. If you got the right personality, you don't do that. You've been taught that, you don't do that. For people to give you locations, to give you music, to donate music to your projects, that's big. So, his cameraman I met on the set, he said, can I come to your show? Can I shadow your show? Can I shadow you in production? And I was like, sure. And one day he called me and said, can I come? I said, I'm filming this weekend. I said, you can come. He came to do the women in jail. Blown away. He took so many pictures, some of the best pictures I've ever seen. And I was grateful for that. So then I started paying him. I can't get everything for free. You gotta give back. Like I give back to you guys when I put y'all in film, and then I promote you like no other. You turn on my phone, you turn on my page, you're on there. Some people don't even put their own stuff up. I'm like, this is you. Can you share? This is you. You know? Can you share yourself? So I thank Baltimore. I thank everybody here. They just came back. Y'all just came in to ride from North Carolina, am I right? Yep. Yeah. North Carolina, New York, Delaware. What you guys, Newark? Oh no, you guys are going Wilmington, Delaware.
Bel Air Road.
Yeah, me in the hood near you. So I appreciate that. Let me get a picture of these people. I appreciate you guys coming out with me. So what I want you to do is watch this film, this trailer, because no one really seen it but the other batch of people last month. I had one screening in this screening. I was going to have more, but we had some things happen in my family. A lot of personal stuff, life is life, and that's why I only can film once a month anyway. Once a week, if that. Sometimes you can't because people schedule. So don't be mad at me because it took me 5 years to listen to my God. Don't be mad at me because my discernment told me to keep going, keep going. I know I can, I know I can. Don't be mad at me because I have patience because I used to get punished. So you can tell me I can quit. I'm the cinematographer who did the trailer. But I couldn't do it by myself. I had to send it out to other people. Anybody know what that means? Hey, I need this colorization done. I need the music for the score. So Baltimore has a lot of people here that are talented, that rap, that are artists. You got some people that rap, and that's not an artist. You're just a rapper. It's a difference. If you're a rapper or an artist, you know the difference.
Oh yeah.
All right, let's play it.
What's going on this project?
This journey has been such an experience. It has been a spiritual experience. It has been a learning experience. It has been an experience led by my discernment. When I say that, people ask me why, when, and why, and how. It has been led by those spirituality things. So I was told when the film is by my God. He told me to build it. He instructed me that they were going to come, and they have been coming ever since. The people that are riddled with drugs on Penn North, to the people who are riddled with drugs on Preston Street, Pleasant Park, all the way to Dundalk. They have came to give me their acting skills. So yes, I was told to do it, and it's been a long journey. I personally would hope that the recovering addict, people who are struggling with life itself, not just the addict, but just struggling with the social ills and the culture that we like to adapt, and we like to try to a code of. Can we break the code that's happening by our culture? Can we live a different way? Do we have to always live the way the pattern is, or can we take a different route? You know, can we do something different for our families? I want them to walk away feeling something from that movie where they walk and they breathe and they say, I just had an epiphany. What they did today, they had an epiphany. I watched their heart palpitate. I watched it go up and down their chest. I watched them smile. I watched them not say nothing but look. And sometimes silence is golden. I want the recovery to be in their reach. A lot of people that play in this movie are actually addicts, and there are some who are seasoned actors. So I would say this is a hybrid movie where I talk about people who really out there, and I use those people to be able to act, because a lot of them have wanted to act all their lives, never had the opportunity, didn't have the opportunity, and I gave them a chance, and they gave me a chance. His skill set blew me. He knew his frame. He knew he knew with range. He knew his beat. There's nowhere in the world you never acted. So it was natural. That's yuck. Lie. So I was excited when I first heard that young man say, it was my first time, thank you, Teresa Davis. What are you talking about? I usually have to coach people a lot. So that threw me. So yeah, I want to give people opportunities. I want them to change. I actually used a lot of the, matter of fact, shout out to a lot of the rehab centers who gave me the open door, who let me walk across that mat, say welcome, and let me bring the people who are using in Baltimore City, who's using from North Penn, who's using from Gay Street. He let me bring them to their facilities and say, we can act it out. We can do a mock thing. When they leave there, they actually end up asking for help. Not me telling them they need help, but the help is in front of them at the recovery center. These Place for one. That was a magnificent place to go to. These places opened their arms. And they actually helped some people get clean, some people got clean and turned back. This is a struggle for our people. The acting, the rapping, showing people in their rare form. People like Lean Baltimore, that Black. I could go on and on. Lady Bipolar. We wanted to show Baltimore's talent, so we put them in a film, and they showed and they proved. And to show that talent, to show them in their rare essence. Some of the people that are acting, I had them act, and some people that can rap, I had them opposite of what they were. So that was good to see. Everybody's not playing their own self. Acting is not playing you. Acting is shedding you, getting rid of you, pulling from you sometimes in some instances. But acting is becoming someone else and taking off the mask raw. Mafia Shakur, Myron Higgins, Moth. He is a plethora of names, and so you can just choose. He's a talented genius. Um, what I want to say about him, we had a good time doing this film. I know him since he was an 18-year-old young man. The first time I met him was at Vanguard. When I laid eyes on him, there was something about Myron. He was punching in everybody else. He was making sure everybody got their own verses done, but he was leaving out himself. And he was a very selfless young man. And I was like, when is this guy turn to be it? Because he's got it. And he was like, it's not my turn, it's not my turn, it's not my turn. And so finally, he started breaking out doing his own music. He's a producer. He can do his own music. I said, I need you to do the voiceovers. It was a challenge. He had never done that extensive work like that. He did the entire movie, the voiceovers. I would tell him the cadence. Sometimes he would argue because I said, it's not the cadence. And then we'd go back and I said, that's not, I want it like this. And then I'm up there trying to make my voice like his. But once he got it, he ran with it. And all I hear is, whose voice is that? Whose voice is that? I'm like, you're going to go crazy. It's Mafia Shakur's voice. Because you know what? It's not his voice. He's acting. He's a voice actor. That's what it's called. When you do voiceovers, you become a voice actor.
Talk a little bit about just how it was at the end of it.
Oh man, it was a pleasure to be in the film and act. And over the years, because Teresa, she just threw me in the fire. I wasn't no actor, you know what I'm saying?
That's Teresa
So
Davis,
you know what I'm
100%.
saying. I did like stage plays before, but that wasn't the same as acting and being outside, getting the scenes in real time, like really outside in East Baltimore, outside in West Baltimore. And, yeah, it was great to play the role. She always challenged me with the role, so I always have to play a role that's just like, you know, you got to dive deep to capture that, you know. And it was beautiful. Sometimes there'd be time in between my roles where I would have to find my character again or find my voice to display the role that she wants. But you know, it's always a great time. I'm a great person to work with, but I'm not always the easiest person to work with.
Let me tell you, he's such a genius that I know this young guy's a genius. There was a guy that seen him the same day I met him. We both bought him a birthday gift for his birthday. I didn't even know him. I just knew he deserved certain things. I said, this young man is he's so helpful and he knows things. He just likes to learn stuff. And being an engineer in this movie has taken this movie to another level. Him, your Ray Lugers, your Governor Manchin, those people have taken this movie to another. It's not by myself. Nothing great is done alone. Nothing.
Yeah, and I appreciate the opportunity, though. I think a lot of people do get a chance to see where I'm coming from or where I'm at because of the platform that Teresa provided and how people look towards her and care for her, and it gives me a certain life.
Well, my first one was The Last Laugh. I was a rookie. Yeah, I'm gonna use football terminology. I was a rookie. Now I'm a vet, and it's the second time being leading role. It's hard, man. Dealing with Teresa Davis, and y'all don't understand, man. It's been this movie like 5 years in. It's serious. Kicking the doors like 5 years, and I got into character, man. Trez. I mean, my favorite actor is Tupac, and he played Bishop. So this is my Bishop role. This is me. I'm in character. And I walk around Baltimore City. I think I'm Trez. The funny thing, I never sold drugs, but I knew I take my surroundings, of my friends, associates, and I take their life and I put it in this movie. So that's what I do. I'm an actor, entertainer, so I can play different roles. Even though I've never been a drug dealer, I can play a drug dealer. I ain't been a police, I can be a police. So just let you know that. Standing character, like, because they all want to be the leading role, right? They all want to be the one on the screen. But you got to be the first one there and the last one to leave. Much like during the playoffs and Super Bowl, she wants to film. So, you the lead character, you got to be there. You can't say, I want to watch the game. I ain't going to come this time. Because everything is around you. And my challenge was to stay in character when I had bad days. Because we all live life. You know what I'm saying? I'm not Trez 24/7, but I had to be to stay in character because this is what I want. I want this work to be right. You know?
So I mean, you got family. Weren't you coaching at the
Yeah,
time?
I'm married for
you got,
18
yeah,
years.
You had a lot going on.
Family, daddy. You know what I mean? Young youth coaches. You know, and that's the best feeling when this movie come out. All my kids I mentor when they go see it, wherever they come out, I'm like, Coach, I didn't know you had it like that. So it's gonna be. I'm showing the youth you can do other stuff than rap, other stuff to play basketball and football. It's other stuff you can get out the hood.
What do you want to do with what do you want to do?
I hope they take away that we put Baltimore on the map in our own way. This is about Baltimore City, and we showing you. I want them to say kicking the doors like they say the wire. That's my goal, and that's why I stayed in character. I want them to say Trez like they say Bodie, like they say Avon. That's what I want, cause the wire been here is a new thing. We taking it over. It's kicking the doors. TV productions. I told her to say that. I said, name your product. You know what I mean? It's like the drug people do, drug dealers. They name their product. That's why I took that bad situations and made it positive. We're gonna say kicking in doors, TV productions. I want them to say kicking in doors is like the wire. That's my goal. That's why I stayed in character. I work so hard. So when they say Baltimore, that's where kicking doors from. Like they say, that's where the wire from.
To you on that though, man. I'm honored to have a small role, but I will say I didn't get a chance to see you film anything, so I'm really looking
I'm
forward.
glad you said that, right? I ain't gonna cut you off, but I have not seen nobody work. So I'm this type of actor I am. I show up on set, I do my job, and then I go home. I don't want to see no editing. I don't want to see this like me seeing this right here, the trailer. This is the first time I actually seen other people work. If I didn't work with you, and I learned that from the white, because I wasn't a white too as an extra. So I took what I learned. You could be on a movie, prime series, TV show, and you don't know everybody because you don't act with them or work with them. So I'm looking forward to seeing what you did, what this person did. I won't be surprised when I see it. We all come together and put this bottom on the map. But I want to work with you too, though. That's what I want. I want to work with you. I want to do a scene with you more because I appreciate you. You do a lot for Baltimore, and I'm giving you flowers while I'm on here. You do a lot. You're always behind the camera or whatever, but you do a lot. So I want y'all to. I really appreciate this man. I want y'all to give him his flowers too when you see him out there in the street. Listen, I put my heart and soul in this kid. And before I leave, I want to thank Baltimore City for everything you do for this brand. You know what I'm saying? It's like you say I'm leading road, but I can't be leading road if there's nobody there to act with, supporting cast. I can't do all this by myself. She can't do it. Mr. Reese can't do it by herself. So I want to thank Baltimore City for every like, every repost, everything you shared on social media. We appreciate you. We love you. And I'm out. Because I'm the 5-5 killer.